Let's explore the fascinating world of psychology and uncover the most intriguing secrets of the human mind. In this video, get ready for an eye-opening journey that will challenge everything you think you know about your brain and behavior. Have you ever stopped to think about how your brain can be both a powerful ally and a relentless enemy? What if I told you that you have the power to read people like an open book? Yes, it's possible. And best of all, we're not talking about magic tricks, but pure science. Psychology reveals how you can influence your thoughts and actions to achieve your goals with impressive clarity. We'll learn about everything from the surprising impact of a simple smile to the paradox of thinking about someone so much that it can actually affect your perception and theirs of you. What's more, studies show that people see you as 20% more attractive than you realize. That's right. It's a common psychological tendency to underestimate our own appearance, but the good news is that it can work to your advantage. If you value deep insights and revelations that can transform your view of yourself and others, don't waste any time and get up to speed on all the most fascinating things in psychology. Let's start this journey to understand how our minds really work and how we can use this knowledge to improve our lives. Have you ever been in a meeting and met someone who simply exudes confidence, even if they don't fit the conventional mold of beauty? This is because true attraction doesn't just lie in the surface of the mirror, but in the way we present ourselves to the world. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said that it's not situations that disturb us, but rather our interpretation of them. This also applies to our own image. It's not just our appearance that determines our attractiveness, but how we perceive it and how we deal with it. But how can we apply this to significantly improve our lives? Here are some practical and powerful tips. But first, just make sure you are already subscribed to the channel, because the next videos will be a series of Stoic and psychological content that will help you find balance, wisdom, and serenity in a world full of challenges. First, practice self-acceptance. Instead of dwelling on your imperfections, focus on your unique qualities. As Marcus Aurelius said, accepting yourself is the first step to growth. Second, cultivate inner confidence. True confidence comes from within. Develop your skills and knowledge, and you will see how your confidence naturally grows. Third, take care of your posture. Keep your head up and your shoulders back. Good posture not only exudes confidence, but it also makes you feel more confident. Finally, practice gratitude. Learn to be grateful for what you have, rather than lamenting what you lack. This Stoic attitude not only enriches your life, but also elevates your presence in the world. By adopting these principles, you will not only improve your personal image, but also transform the way you interact with and are perceived by others. True beauty and confidence emanate from the inside out, and when you embrace it, you become irresistibly magnetic. Have you ever stopped to think about how a simple adjustment in your perspective can completely transform the way you see things? We're not saying you should ignore your appearance. After all, taking care of yourself is important. But remember, that's only part of the game. As psychologist Carl Rogers used to say, "When I accept myself as I am, I can change." This brings us to the true essence of attractiveness. It's not just about what we see in the mirror, but a powerful combination of self-confidence, positive attitude, and self-acceptance. Now, let's talk about the second psychological fact that may really surprise you. Have you ever noticed how a simple smile can brighten your day? Well, get ready to discover the hidden power that a smile can have. Smiling not only improves your mood, but it can also impact the way others perceive you. It's like an inner light that shines outward, creating a domino effect of positivity and energy. Don't underestimate the impact of a genuine smile. It has the power to transform not only your day, but the days of those around you. So the next time you're feeling down or need a boost, try smiling. It's a simple yet powerful tool that can do wonders for your confidence and the environment around you. Would you like to use these insights to help you shine even brighter? Remember, true attractiveness is about so much more than just your appearance. It's about how you feel and present yourself to the world. And with a smile, you can turn on that inner light and brighten up everything around you. Picture this: you're walking down the street, lost in your own thoughts, when suddenly someone smiles at you. Without thinking, a smile appears on your face too. Have you ever stopped to wonder why this happens? The answer lies in the fascinating research of Dr. Paul Ekman, a true pioneer in the study of facial expressions. Ekman discovered something incredible. Our facial expressions are not only a way of communicating emotions, but they also have the power to influence our state of mind. It's as if our brain receives a subliminal message, "Hey, we're smiling. We must be happy." But don't just take my word for it. How about a quick experiment to test this theory? For the next 5 minutes, make a conscious effort to smile, whether you're feeling the happiest or not. Just keep that smile on your face. See what happens to your mood. The answer may surprise you. It's as if your brain is saying, "Hey, if we're smiling, then everything is fine." And it's not just a feeling, it's pure science. When you smile, your brain starts releasing a powerful mix of neurotransmitters like dopamine, endorphins, and serotonin, the feel-good chemicals. So by taking this simple step, you're not only showing others that you're nice, you're also giving your own emotional state a boost. Smiling is a powerful free trick that can transform your mood and your day in ways you might not have imagined. Have you ever noticed how a smile can make you feel happier and more relaxed? It's almost like a mini spa for your brain, activating a combo of facial muscles that bring on a surge of well-being. And guess what? The impact of smiling goes beyond your own mood. Smiling is contagious. When you smile at someone, they're more likely to smile back at you. It's like starting a chain of good cheer, a spark of positivity that can spread and brighten the day of many people around you. Now, imagine a world where everyone smiled a little more. We're not suggesting that you walk around with a permanent smile like a street vendor. The idea is to be aware of the power of this simple gesture and use it to your advantage. Got a job interview? Smile before you walk in. Feeling a little down? Try smiling in front of the mirror and watch the magic happen. Best of all, smiling is completely free and available 24/7. No prescription or premium subscription required. It's your personal superpower, always at your disposal. So the next time you find yourself in a challenging situation or simply want to brighten up your day, remember the power of a smile. Take advantage of this simple trick and see how it can transform not only your mood, but also the energy around you. Have you ever stopped to think about the hidden power of a simple smile? The Stoic philosopher Epictetus was right when he said that happiness is something that depends on us. And guess what? Sometimes that happiness can start with something as simple as a smile. Now, let's learn about another fascinating psychological curiosity. Have you ever noticed how we often miss the memory of someone more than the person themselves? It's almost as if our mind is playing a trick, glorifying past moments while forgetting the reasons why the relationship ended. Think about it. You're listening to your favorite song and suddenly you're transported back to an unforgettable summer or your first love. This is what psychologists call emotional anchoring. It's a deep connection between an external stimulus, like a melody, and the emotional state you experienced at that specific moment. But the magic doesn't stop with music. Smells also have an incredible power to trigger memories. Have you ever smelled something that immediately took you back to your childhood? Maybe the smell of a home-cooked meal reminded you of special moments with your family. These experiences are proof of how our senses can trigger a cascade of emotions and vivid memories. So the next time you encounter a smell or a song that brings you back to the past, seize the moment. It's a powerful reminder of how the little things can connect us to deep emotions and meaningful moments in our lives. Have you ever noticed how the smell of freshly baked cookies can instantly transport you to your grandmother's kitchen? These olfactory anchors are incredibly powerful, showing how deeply intertwined our emotions are with our senses. Now you might be thinking, what does this have to do with how we value memories about real people? The answer lies in the subtle but significant influence these emotional anchors have on our decisions. Nostalgia can pull us back into a desire to reconnect with past relationships, often without reflecting on the real reasons why those relationships ended. Understanding how these emotional anchors work is crucial to our emotional well-being. They help us distinguish between idealized memories and reality, allowing us to make more informed choices about our present and future. It's like an internal guide that guides us to separate what really matters from what is just an echo of the past. But wait. We're not saying you should simply erase all your happy memories. On the contrary, these memories are invaluable. They can be a rich source of learning and personal growth. Use them to reflect on what you've learned and how you can apply those lessons to enrich your life today. So the next time a scent or a melody takes you back to moments in the past, take the opportunity to reflect on what those feelings really mean to you. Connect with your emotions, but do so in a way that helps you move forward and grow. After all, our past is an important part of who we are, but it shouldn't define our future. Using these memories to create a richer present and a brighter future. Maintaining a balanced perspective is essential. It's great to cherish the incredible moments of the past, but it's important not to get lost in an idealized version that may no longer exist. What about those songs or scents that transport you to another time? Instead of avoiding them, use them to your advantage. They are powerful tools for reflecting on your personal growth. Ask yourself, what did I learn from this experience? How did it contribute to who I am today? Our memories are like a mental photo album, capturing moments in their best light. Enjoying them is wonderful, but remember that real life is much richer and more complex than a simple image frozen in time. Now let's explore the fourth psychological aspect, how your clothes can influence your mind and the perception of others. Have you ever noticed how what you wear can impact not only how you feel, but also how others see you? Let's delve into the fascinating world of psychology behind your clothing choices. Imagine this: you wake up, open your closet, and are greeted by a sea of colors and styles. This simple moment can influence not only your mood for the day, but also the way you present yourself to the world. What you wear has the power to shape your mindset and how others perceive you. So when choosing your clothes, consider not only the style, but how they can influence your state of mind and the impression you want to make. It's like a psychological trick you can use to feel more confident and prepared to face the day. Let's explore how you can use your clothing choices to boost your confidence and positively impact your everyday life. After all, your clothes are more than a way to express yourself. They are an extension of your identity and a powerful tool for shaping your daily experience. So the next time you get dressed, think about how they can help enhance your day and strengthen your presence in the world. Imagine your clothes as a magic potion that not only influences how you feel, but also how you present yourself to the world throughout the day. In the United States, there's a famous saying, "A dress for success." And it's not just a fashion statement, science backs it up. Research shows that the colors and styles we choose can directly impact our emotional well-being. People who are going through tough times often opt for darker tones, while those who are feeling energetic and optimistic tend to choose vibrant, eye-catching colors. It's as if the palette of your clothing is an extension of your emotional state. What's more, the way you dress not only affects how you feel, but also how others perceive you. It's as if your clothes speak a silent language, transmitting your mood and intentions to the world around you. Now you might be thinking, why do you always see me dressed in white? It's not just because I like to look like a messenger pigeon of wisdom. It's a strategic choice. White symbolizes light and purity, and this color not only lifts my mood, but it also influences how others perceive me. It's a way to radiate a positive aura and convey a sense of clarity and freshness. So the next time you open your closet, think of your clothes as powerful tools for shaping your day. Choose colors and styles that make you feel good and help you communicate what you want to convey to the world. Your clothes have the power to transform not only your perception, but also the way you approach your day and how you are perceived by others. So dress with intention and harness the magical power of fashion to light your way. When you project light, you illuminate everything around you. Remember that your clothes have the power to affect not only how you feel, but also how others perceive you. But don't worry, we're not saying you should get rid of all your dark clothes. The idea is to be aware of the impact your choices have and use them to your advantage. If you have an important job interview, choose clothes that make you feel confident. Need an energy boost? Opt for vibrant hues that lift you up. Now, before we dive into the fifth psychological fact, if you're enjoying the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. And if you enjoy this type of content as much as I do, leave a comment saying I love wisdom, so we know we're on the right track. Have you ever noticed how a person can constantly occupy your thoughts, as if they were the star of a movie that never stops playing on the screen of your mind? You're not alone. This phenomenon is more common than it seems and has deep roots in our psychology. Imagine that your brain is a movie theater. Sometimes a movie, or in this case, a person, keeps playing on the screen, occupying all of your thoughts. This feeling of being trapped in someone can be disconcerting, but understanding this dynamic can help you deal with it better. Have you ever had the feeling that someone won't leave your head, like a movie that never stops playing on the screen of your mind? This experience may be more than just a whim of your subconscious. According to renowned psychologist Carl Jung, when someone is constantly present in your thoughts, it can signal that this person represents something significant to your unconscious. Maybe you admire some of their qualities or feel that they symbolize something that is missing in your life. But don't worry. These obsessions are not always signs that you are living a fairy tale. Dr. Aaron Beck, one of the fathers of cognitive therapy, reminds us that these thoughts can be symptoms of anxiety or even obsessive-compulsive disorder. It's like that catchy song that won't leave your head, but in this case, it's a person and not a melody. In your thoughts, it could be a sign that you are dealing with deeper internal issues. Remember, it is normal to have recurring thoughts, but it is essential to understand what they really mean to you. Use these moments to explore. So if you find yourself thinking about someone repeatedly and feeling overwhelmed, take a deep breath and take a step back. Science has something to say about this. A study from Harvard University suggests that when someone is constantly thinking about what they reveal about their emotions and needs. Sometimes, these reflections can be an opportunity to grow and get to know yourself better. Let's learn how to explore these aspects of psychology and find ways to transform these thoughts into positive insights for our lives. Do you know when you can't stop thinking about someone? It's as if your brain is working overtime to solve a complicated emotional puzzle. This process can be fascinating and often reveals more about you than you imagine. Here's an interesting fact. According to Dr. Helen Fisher, an expert in love and anthropology, when that person you're attracted to is someone you're constantly thinking about, your brain may be getting a rush of dopamine, the neurotransmitter that causes pleasure and reward. It's as if your mind is addicted to that person in the same way you're addicted to chocolate. But what if I told you that the science doesn't stop there? Renowned psychologist Mihai Csikszentmihalyi, known for his work on the flow state, suggests that constantly thinking about someone can be a way to immerse yourself in something that truly inspires you. If that person motivates you to be better, it could be that your mind is simply looking for that mental flow state that makes you feel fulfilled and energized. So the next time you find yourself thinking about someone non-stop, don't despair. Instead of getting frustrated, use it as a clue to understand what your mind is trying to communicate. It could be that she is trying to show you something important about your emotions or desires. The key is to pay attention and explore what these thoughts really mean to you. Let's get to know and unravel these emotional mysteries and transform our understanding into something positive for our lives. Now let's talk about something that can completely change the way you see the people around you. Imagine that you are at a meeting and you meet two people. One seems confident and determined, while the other is more shy and reserved. Which one do you think could be more dangerous? It seems like a puzzle, doesn't it? Contrary to popular belief, the real threat may not come from someone who appears to have a strong character. The reason lies in predictability and self-control. A person with a strong character usually knows what they want, makes clear decisions, and is more predictable in their actions. In other words, you can trust that their intentions and behaviors are more consistent and, in a way, safer. Now, consider the opposite. Someone with a weak character can be a real box of surprises. Their lack of firmness and predictability can make them much more unpredictable and potentially more dangerous. It's as if emotional instability and a lack of clear goals create an environment of constant uncertainty. Remember the saying, "The little flies make the loudest noise." Sometimes, fickleness and a lack of emotional control can turn into real chaos. So the next time you're evaluating someone, consider not just their appearance or outward demeanor, but also their predictability and stability. Understanding this can help you make more informed decisions and deal better with the people around you. Keep your eyes open and your assessments sharp. Another crucial point when assessing the trustworthiness of the people around you. Imagine you're at a social gathering, and someone starts telling a story. You notice that there are people who get straight to the point, while others get lost in so many detours that you start to wonder where the story begins and ends. It's fascinating how someone's way of speaking can reveal so much about their personality and trustworthiness. People who speak concisely and directly are often seen as more trustworthy. Why? Because they value the power of words and understand the importance of keeping secrets. They are like well-locked chests, carefully guarding the information they receive. On the other hand, those who can't stop talking, who share every detail and secret of others, can be less trustworthy. This is not just a question of excessive words, but of how these individuals treat confidentiality. The act of talking too much can often compromise the trust of others, sometimes without the person realizing the impact of their words. So the next time you are evaluating someone, pay attention to how they use their words. People who speak in a more reserved and controlled manner tend to be more trustworthy. They understand that less is more when it comes to confidentiality and respect. And remember, don't just go by first impressions. Pay attention to behavior patterns and the true weight of words. And remember that what you say can be influenced by something as invisible as your hormones. That's right, believe it or not, hormones play a crucial role in how you communicate. Let's start with testosterone, the hormone associated with virility and strength. When testosterone levels in men drop, it not only affects their mood, but can also change the way they express themselves. Recent research has revealed that low testosterone levels are linked to an increased risk of depression. But before you despair, here's a solution that may surprise you: exercise. And no, I'm not talking about running marathons or signing up for a fancy gym membership. The solution lies in anaerobic strength exercises. Imagine doing push-ups and squats. These exercises not only strengthen your muscles, but also encourage the production of testosterone and growth hormone. It's like getting two benefits in one move. Improve your physical condition and emotional well-being at the same time. And best of all, you don't need fancy equipment or a gym membership to get started. Use your own body weight and you'll be on your way to feeling better and more balanced. So next time you're feeling down, remember, a good workout could be just what your body and mind need to give you a positive boost. Have you ever stopped to think about how your body and mind are interconnected? Let's talk about how your muscles can influence your mood and even the way you communicate. When you exercise, you're doing more than just working your muscles. You're also releasing endorphins, those wonderful feel-good chemicals that make you feel on cloud nine. It's like you're creating a happy cycle: more exercise, more endorphins, more well-being, and that in turn reflects on your interactions with others. And it's not just for men. Both men and women can reap the benefits of this practice. Exercise isn't just about boosting testosterone, it's about improving your overall well-being. When you feel good about yourself, it shows in your words and in the way you interact with those around you. So next time you're in a conversation, notice how your words are impacted by your state of mind. Are you the type to speak with precision and care, or do you tend to share every detail without filtering? If you feel like you need a little boost in your well-being, remember, moving your body is a great way to start. Now, let's move on to the next psychological fact, number 8. Imagine you're watching a horror movie. Your heart races, sweat starts to run down your forehead, and even though you know it's just a movie, your body reacts as if you were in real danger. Curious, isn't it? This happens because our brain is a master at tricking our senses. Let's delve a little deeper into this fascinating idea about how your brain reacts to fiction. Have you ever noticed how, during a horror movie, your heart races and you get the feeling that something terrible is about to happen, even though you know it's all just a show? It's as if your brain doesn't know how to distinguish between the screen and reality. When we watch movies, TV shows, or play video games, our brains don't make a clear distinction between what's real and what's fiction. That's why you can feel so emotionally involved with the characters and stories. Your brain is actually experiencing these emotions as if they were your own. This phenomenon is more than just a trick of the mind. It has real implications for your life. The emotions you experience, whether they originate in real or fictional situations, affect your emotional state and your personal vibration. In other words, if you spend a lot of time immersed in content that generates negative feelings like anger, fear, or frustration, your personal vibration tends to align with those emotions. So, what can you do with this information? Simple. Pay attention to the type of content you consume. If you notice that you're feeling drained or negative, it might be time to adjust what you're watching or playing. Swap out heavy content for something that lifts your spirits and brings positivity into your life. Your emotional well-being may be more in your hands than you think. Remember, the next time you get lost in a drama or thriller, know that your brain is playing an interesting game with your emotions. Use this to your advantage and pay attention to what you feed your mind. After all, if fiction can shape your emotions, why not choose stories that feed your happiness and well-being? And understand that what you watch and consume directly affects your emotional life. Have you ever noticed how, after a series marathon or an intense film, you can feel drained or, on the contrary, energized and full of good vibes? This is no coincidence. Your brain is absorbing and processing all these emotions as if they were real. When you immerse yourself in content that makes you anxious, stressed, or with a negative feeling, it is as if you are feeding a cycle of stress and negativity. It is a bit like you are adding fuel to the fire of your own worry and discomfort. On the other hand, by choosing content that inspires you, makes you laugh, or brings you hope, you are planting seeds of positivity in your mental garden. Think of your mind as a breeding ground. What you choose to nurture can blossom into happier, healthier feelings and attitudes. Of course, we're not saying you should retreat into a bubble of pure joy and rainbows. Life is full of nuances, and it's normal to encounter different types of content. However, the key is to be selective and mindful about what you consume. Ask yourself, how do I feel after watching this? Am I more energized, or do I feel emotionally drained? To maintain an emotionally healthy and positive life, it's essential to find a balance. Limit your exposure to content that drains you and seek out experiences that uplift you and make you feel good. Remember, the quality of your emotions has a direct impact on the quality of your life. Have you ever noticed how your dog seems to pick up on your emotions in a way that some people simply can't? This isn't just an impression. The connection between us and our pets can be as intense as the one we have with close family and friends. And science is here to prove it. Recent studies reveal that the pain we feel when losing a pet can be as deep, or even more so, than the loss of a family member. But what makes this relationship so special? The answer lies in our brain and the hormones it produces. When we interact with our pets, our body releases oxytocin, the same hormone that is activated when we hug someone we love. This substance creates a chemical bond that transcends words and even the barriers between species. Now let's talk about something equally fascinating: the power of our thoughts to shape reality. Have you ever felt that what you think can, in some way, influence what happens around you? Get ready to discover how your ideas and beliefs can be powerful tools to transform your life. Now let's understand the incredible universe of the law of attraction and the power of your thoughts. Imagine your mind as a giant magnet, where each thought is a signal sent to the universe, attracting similar experiences. But in reality, it's just how our minds work. Remember that time when your day seemed like an endless series of disasters? One little thing went wrong, and suddenly it felt like everything was falling apart. That's the law of attraction in action, showing how a series of negative thoughts can create a downward spiral of bad events. But don't despair. The good news is that the law of attraction also works in positive ways. Imagine if you could use this same principle to attract good things. Here's the trick. It's not just about thinking positively and hoping everything will work out on its own. It's more about shifting your focus and being mindful of what you allow into your mind. Your brain is like a filter that doesn't distinguish between fantasy and reality. So what you consume, both in terms of information and thoughts, profoundly affects your reality. Think of it as a diet for your mind. Just as you choose healthy foods to keep your body in shape, you should also nourish your mind with thoughts and content that uplift it. Choose what you let into your mind wisely. The content you consume, the stories you listen to, and the thoughts you entertain have the power to shape your experience of life. By creating a positive, focused mindset, you not only improve your emotional well-being, but you also align yourself with the energies and opportunities you want to attract. So the next time you find yourself faced with a negative thought or situation, remember, you have the power to change direction, adjust your focus, and attract what you truly desire. Your mind is a powerful tool. Use it with intention and wisdom to create the life you truly want to live. Imagine for a moment that your mind is a giant magnet, always searching for things that resonate with your thoughts. Every idea you have is like a signal you send out into the universe, attracting experiences that match those ideas. Sounds like magic, right? But that's just the way our minds work. Let's do a little experiment together. For a week, pay close attention to the content you consume. Whether it's movies, books, or video games, notice how it affects your mood and emotions. Write it down in a journal and see how it reflects on your state of mind and your day-to-day experiences. Here's a personal example to illustrate. A while back, I decided to improve the content I produce. I started constantly visualizing how I could improve my creations, and suddenly the ideas started flowing. Each day, as I saw these ideas written on a whiteboard, I felt motivated to work towards that goal. The result? Not only did my content improve, but I also started attracting more opportunities and connections that aligned with what I wanted. It's as if the universe was responding to my focus and dedication. But remember, it's not always about being in constant motion. Excessive stress can literally shut down your brain, impairing its ability to solve problems and making decisions. It is essential to find moments of calm and relaxation in your routine. This will allow you to keep your mind clear and effective, while continuing to attract what you desire. And did you know that your fears may not be just yours? That's right. Sometimes, they come with a touch of ancestry. Just imagine, you may be carrying an old fear, passed down through generations. Recent studies of bio-neuroemotion show that some phobias can be inherited, even across several generations. This means that your fear of heights may be the echo of a traumatic experience lived by your great-grandfather. It is as if our ancestors send us emotional messages through DNA, a kind of psychological legacy. Ivan Pavlov, the famous psychologist known for his experiments with dogs, discovered that conditioned responses can be transmitted to the descendants of the subjects studied. So your fear may be an unexpected gift from family history. But calm down. This does not mean that you are stuck with these fears. Acknowledging them is the first step towards transformation. If you're dealing with a phobia that seems out of proportion to what you've experienced, it may be time to explore its emotional roots. And remember, even though phobias have deep roots, you have the power to cultivate new responses and face your fears with courage and strategy. Right now, the key is to focus on transformation and self-knowledge. Take some time to reflect on your fears and how they may be connected to your past. But for now, take a deep breath, look at your challenges with a fresh perspective, and continue on your journey of personal growth. What you'll discover may surprise you. Let's talk about something that's almost magical, the placebo effect. Imagine that I offer you a magic pill that, by all appearances, will cure all your pain. Surprisingly, you feel instant relief. But here's the trick: this pill is nothing more than a simple mint candy. It seems impossible, but that's exactly what the placebo effect does. It's as if our brain were a skilled illusionist, capable of transforming belief into reality. And it's not just a cheap trick. We're talking about a profound and fascinating phenomenon that has left doctors and scientists in awe. Renowned neuroscientist Fabrizio Benedetti, known as the placebo king, has dedicated his career to exploring this mystery. He discovered that when we firmly believe that something will help us, our brains begin to act as if they were actually receiving help. It's as if our own internal healing system is activated by the strength of our belief alone. It's not about self-deception or magic tricks. It's about how our minds can literally change our perception of pain and recovery. So the next time you're faced with a situation that seems challenging, remember, your mind has incredible power. Use that power wisely. Cultivate positive thoughts and maintain an optimistic outlook. It can make a real difference in your life. Problems and making decisions. It is essential to find moments of calm and relaxation in your routine. This will allow you to keep your mind clear and effective, while continuing to attract what you desire. And did you know that your fears may not be just yours? That's right. Sometimes, they come with a touch of ancestry. Just imagine, you may be carrying an old fear, passed down through generations. Recent studies of bio-neuroemotion show that some phobias can be inherited, even across several generations. This means that your fear of heights may be the echo of a traumatic experience lived by your great-grandfather. It is as if our ancestors send us emotional messages through DNA, a kind of psychological legacy. Ivan Pavlov, the famous psychologist known for his experiments with dogs, discovered that conditioned responses can be transmitted to the descendants of the subjects studied. So your fear may be an unexpected gift from family history. But calm down. This does not mean that you are stuck with these fears. Acknowledging them is the first step towards transformation. If you're dealing with a phobia that seems out of proportion to what you've experienced, it may be time to explore its emotional roots. And remember, even though phobias have deep roots, you have the power to cultivate new responses and face your fears with courage and strategy. Right now, the key is to focus on transformation and self-knowledge. Take some time to reflect on your fears and how they may be connected to your past. But for now, take a deep breath, look at your challenges with a fresh perspective, and continue on your journey of personal growth. What you'll discover may surprise you. Let's talk about something that's almost magical, the placebo effect. Imagine that I offer you a magic pill that, by all appearances, will cure all your pain. Surprisingly, you feel instant relief. But here's the trick: this pill is nothing more than a simple mint candy. It seems impossible, but that's exactly what the placebo effect does. It's as if our brain were a skilled illusionist, capable of transforming belief into reality. And it's not just a cheap trick. We're talking about a profound and fascinating phenomenon that has left doctors and scientists in awe. Renowned neuroscientist Fabrizio Benedetti, known as the placebo king, has dedicated his career to exploring this mystery. He discovered that when we firmly believe that something will help us, our brains begin to act as if they were actually receiving help. It's as if our own internal healing system is activated by the strength of our belief alone. It's not about self-deception or magic tricks. It's about how our minds can literally change our perception of pain and recovery. So the next time you're faced with a situation that seems challenging, remember, your mind has incredible power. Use that power wisely. Cultivate positive thoughts and maintain an optimistic outlook. It can make a real difference in your life. Be like the adaptable garden. Believe in your ability to grow and change, and see how that can transform your reality. Have you ever considered how your mindset can shape your success? People with a fixed mindset believe that their abilities are fixed from birth. If they fail at something, they assume they're not cut out for it. But what if we changed that perspective? Imagine telling yourself, "I'm not good at this yet, but I can get better." This mindset isn't just a theory, it's the secret behind great success stories. Michael Jordan, a basketball icon, was cut from his high school team. Instead of giving up, he used that rejection as fuel to improve, becoming one of the greatest athletes of all time. J.K. Rowling faced 12 rejections before Harry Potter was published. Each it was a stepping stone to her success. And you don't have to be a sports star or a famous author to adopt this mindset. Here are some simple steps to embrace challenges instead of avoiding them. First, view obstacles as opportunities for growth. Every failure is a chance to learn and improve. Second, practice positive thinking. Replace self-criticism with affirmations of growth, such as I am making progress with each attempt. Third, stay flexible. Be willing to adjust strategies and try new approaches. By adopting a growth mindset, you turn challenges into stepping stones to success. Remember, the journey is as important as the destination. When things don't go as planned, instead of wallowing in discouragement, ask yourself the question, what can I learn from this? Turn each challenge into an opportunity for growth. Here are some game-changing tips. Put in the work. The path to mastery is paved with effort and persistence. Don't let setbacks discourage you. View each obstacle as a stepping stone to mastery. Accept criticism with grace. View criticism not as personal attacks, but as valuable feedback. Use these insights to hone your skills and continually improve. Be inspired, don't compare. Instead of envying others' success, ask yourself, what can I learn from them? Use others' journeys as a source of inspiration for your own journey. Now here's the most fascinating fact about your brain. It's plastic. No, we're not talking about cosmetic surgery. We're talking about neuroplasticity. This means that your brain has the incredible ability to change and grow throughout your life. Every time you learn something new, you're creating new neural connections. It's like your brain is a piece of modeling clay that you can mold with learning and practice. So the next time you face a challenge, remember that you're not stuck in a fixed mindset. Cultivate confidence in your ability to evolve and watch your world transform. True control lies in how you react to situations, not the situations themselves. If you've made it this far, leave a comment saying the mind is powerful, to show that you are ready to embrace the unlimited potential of your brain. This helps me know who the winners are who are here by the end of the video. Let's go on this journey of transformation together. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our amazing content that's coming. If you found this video useful, share it with your friends and help spread the knowledge. And if you want to delve even deeper, I have 2 special recommendations for you. Watch one of these videos to continue your learning journey. Dive deeper into Stoicism or explore the mysteries of human psychology.